controller. So I think that this is going to work well for FaZe, and this little secret, you know, formula for
I liked it
FaZe
better when the chat was
on
fast
the
and I couldn't
agents
read
that they
this shit
bring
like
here
this.
might give them the favor that they need to bring us to that map number 3. And I certainly hope they do, because I mean, you know what? I greedily do want a third map just because I want more.
David, thanks for the prime.
It is always a pleasure. It's been months since we actually did our last VCT.
Do it, Blazar. It's a good show.
So
Crixels, thanks for the prime.
yeah.
It was on like
Well,
the
thanks for
regional
2 months.
finals before Masters, if I recall, which would have been
I'm not dating anybody.
2.5 months ago.
Oh, my mouse.
It would be a shame for this to go in a 2-0, like immediately right out the gate. We're like, oh no, okay, we get
Be
our
dominant, thanks for the prime.
just do VCT again, and then oh, it's done.
I mean, I will say it is an incredible, enjoyable experience to be able to step into this.
It's so fun, yeah.
And I'm hoping that it's not the end of the road for us here on VCT Stage 3 Challengers 2. But we'll see. First pistol round, by the way, as we had a technical timeout to start off map. Now we'll go back into the action. And see
They nailed it in grade 8, thanks for the prime. It felt like he wanted to throw the boom by and he misclicked.
There's no picks, though. It's going to be a flush into A. They come up through U-Haul, and they've got firm control. FaZe are ready to plant that spike. The rotation coming from Rise, though, over by defender spawn is going to be quick.
And down goes Baby J. Rise.
Oh my god.
So good on these entries. Derek in particular.
What up, Ozzy?
Shock dart takes out Corey. Babybay flashed as the guiding light goes around the corner. And from above, Astra doing what she can to try and either stun them or yank them into gravity wells, or just simply produce some nebulas. One for Raucus, but he's the only player on FaZe to find the score sheet just yet. Zachary will join him, and then we'll also join
Jimmy Rush, thanks to the fight, get the
Rise continues their streak of winning that carried over from the very first map as they jostle on that spike, giving it to the Sova of Derek.
Thank you,
that'll
bro.
be it for round number 1.
Wow, so obviously masterful Sova play from Derek. I think he got that shock dart kill all the way from defender spawn. I'm not sure exactly where he launched it from, but it was before he even got that kill. The first kill onto Baby J. There's the follow-up from the shock dart. Fortunately, he doesn't kill the planter as well. Could have been 2 shock dart kills.
Atomic.
But either way, he gets the third to end.
Andy,
now,
thanks for the
so well
prime.
played there to Derek. He knew exactly what he was doing there. And Parker, this is tricky because you just come off of an absolute devastating defeat, and you lose the pistol round in the second map. That's got to be hard for FaZe.
Yeah, it's not exactly the start that they wanted here. Rise on defense can't even go for a trend line to see if it's just an attacker-sided matchup between these teams or not.
Good master streamer now? Nah. Teriyaki, thanks for the tier 1.
This round finished off by Corey, so that'll be all she wrote. Boombot goes out and Poised punishes him. An explosion will kill them both ultimately, though the gun from Poised is the one credited with the kill onto Corey. Neptune's hot on the trail, trying to catch the jet, but she hits the teleporter. Down he goes. Shorty in the hands of Zachary. That's a long-range gunfight, and only on 15 HP, you're in tough shape there. Neptune will punish you for that. Spike gets planted over on Beast. The teleporter's the play for Neptune. Hugging a close angle as Baby Bay gets the call. A swing from Neptune. He reads that one well. Raucus, what are you going to do? Well, you can't take down any of them. It's just a frenzy.
I don't think I could ever play with the 27-inch monitor, like competitive. That's too big. That shit, like, you'd be looking around the screen, like,
that's exactly.
Well, how much ammo I got? Well, where's the radar? Like, where'd you go?
They don't really have much of a choice or a chance. They're gonna play the long game, and I appreciate that for FaZe not trying to force out that round.
Oh, FaZe is using TeamSpeak now. That's too funny, dude.
Did manage to spike down, so that is worth noting.
These fools are on Discord. That's why they're struggling.
Rise are being.
They better be on TeamSpeak now.
And they are rotating before.
That's so funny. We're talking to Baby Bay. He's like, y'all use TeamSpeak? I'm like, y'all use Discord?
Again, on that last map, they didn't get a lot of attacks, but they weren't faking out very much. This map, they did a great fake for B, but now they don't have rifles. So what are you supposed to do at that point? It's tricky. Rise manage it. We'll see if FaZe can make something happen now that they are fully equipped.
Discord takes years to hear what someone says, bro. That shit got a delay. The game's over by the time you hear that they're coming out hookah.
Now for FaZe, the Vandal in the hands of Corey, picking away up on that hookah box, but no, he's not gonna hit Poised at all. Baby J's flash, Poised will push up. He's got the frenzy in his hands, so they're trying to go thrifty on this one. A little bit of confidence on the pick up some of these weaponry. Poised is the only one to find kill so far for Rise. FaZe doubles up on that. Yeah. FaZe an advantage here, and he'll trade back and forth, but any trades will of course favor none other than FaZe. They already have a numbers advantage, though. They'll down to
look, Babybay's your biggest fan. He's on your crosshair.
No, he's actually using my crosshair. His command says think shows.
As well.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, his crosshair command uses the think shows.
Flying through this nebula, but no, they're all just spraying away, and it'll be
crosshair,
Zachary
man.
to follow the
I'm about to start playing
tracers.
Jet
It doesn't
and
take
going
quite
that.
as long for FaZe to get on the board this time around, and all they're going to need to quicken the pace. This is their map, and they want to hang tough with how good Rise has been doing. FaZe is going to need a couple more rounds like that.
FaZe Clan fans rejoice. They manage it, and they manage it well. The execution to be the complete collapse.
Hey, John Janaldo, thank you for the prime.
Not really much of a factor there for Rise. The most notable thing, though, is honestly the fact that Rise didn't buy up on rifles. Now, luckily, they are going to be able to buy rifles this round as a result. But, yeah, they just didn't meet FaZe halfway. They instead ended up going with the weapons they had on hand. And, well, it didn't work out. They did manage to do some economy damage, but overall, round lost. So this time around, FaZe early pressure in showers. Some players by A main. Bit of a lurk there for Raucus, waiting for a possible push out of B, but as you can see, Rise are being very cautious this round, just playing off of their default set.
Or would have changed there if they hadn't gambled on the Thrifty and just gone full buy on that previous round. It would have worked out. But hey, they went full buy this time, and it's good enough to net Zachary. He was strong in the previous round. Won't be able to make any noise this time. Astra's down. It's a Cosmic Divide as well that is not available for FaZe. So the ultimate of Astra will have to wait for round 5 or onward. Speaking of ultimates, Eric on the Sova manages to net Raucus. You can use that for intel.
How long is the Spike Rush game? I've never played Spike Rush.
For a kill, Neptune finds one as well. Rise up to a 5v2. FaZe some stumbles after the success that they had on that previous round.
5 minutes, 8 minutes, 15 minutes. What the fuck, guys?
Parker, I'm seeing
what? That's
1v1s here for FaZe, and obviously when you add Derek picking that player off there, using the Hunter's Fury, it gets even worse. Here comes Baby J's breach into
like 5 minutes. Okay.
And it falls flat. It's just.
I'll give me like 10 different answers.
Again,
thank you for the 2 months.
Not entering together. I know there's limited time, but you've got to make a chance happen. Instead, you get all these 1v1s. Rise is better in those. They'll have a
Rise, dude.
Insult to injury.
On map 1, Rise's dominance came on attack. This time around, they're starting off strong on defense, on bind, controlling the pace, getting those open.
I think it's Golden Gun. What's Golden Gun?
Effectively and not overextending. All of those things working out effectively while managing their utility pretty well. As for FaZe,
oh shit, my all right, let me bring my groceries inside really quickly.
This, maybe if used effectively, could start to steal you a round or two here or there. Using them with reckless abandon could just end up being quite wasteful. Looks like the lineup is going to be over towards A, but the spike has been dropped exactly between the two sites. So at some point, you're going to need to retrieve that one. Nice kill from Zachary, but he's not long for this Earth. Shanks punishes him. Supamen jumps in with a kill of his own. Rise yet again. They might not have gotten the opening pick, but they grabbed that advantage so early on, and Derek takes down Corey. Nobody from FaZe is hitting their shots through the air, gliding, soaring. babybay is shut down by Neptune, and very quickly, only 30 seconds into this round, it's Raucus. That's it.
Yeah, and he's going to share for boots, so this is doable, but he's going to have to land some crazy shots. That was the same for everybody on FaZe. Just a round, essentially, for FaZe. Not much of a chance there. So cleanup crew Rise shows up and delivers the results as they were requested to. Now finally FaZe will be able to get back in.
Cooking stream? No.
Their chance to break
I can't do a cooking stream, bro.
Parker, they have 4 rounds across 2 maps right now.
I mean, at this point, you have to focus on.
Because I can't cook like that.
Doing well. And you're right. I mean, they're engaging in isolated 1v1s. That's not where they want to be.
We'll make some pizza rolls, though. Put some sriracha on top. Like, yo, that shit is...
From Rise has been much stronger. They're almost always set up for trades. And the
Nani, thank you for the prime. Do you pee before an important game or hold this if slight mental urge?
There have been a couple
no, always pee before, bro. Don't hold your pee while you're playing. You're gonna like rush decisions and force stuff, and you want to be calm. You want to be collected when you play. Thanks for the 5 months.
No picks here just yet, and babybay misses a shot on the poised, but there it is. Corey and Baby J pick up 2 of their own. FaZe tripling up on the score sheet now, leaving Shanks and Derek as the last 2 members of Rise. Rise were hoping for a 5th round through this 6th. Shanks is flanking though. If there's no intel, he could do some serious damage. There's one on flank watch. It's Raucous. He wins the duel, and Derek is against the world. There goes a recon dart. Anybody shown?
That's always common collect when he plays.
Spike down, Derek
guess I'm one. And she choked in the end.
He'll have to pressure from spawn, but can he do that?
Not really expecting anything here from Derek. Also, take a look at the ultimates on FaZe. Setting up for the next round. This could be becoming
let me get another water in my glasses really quick.
Of the comeback. Still a little early to be calling it that, I suppose, but the momentum has seemed to be in Ryze's corner for so long. It's almost like it's built up across maps. Great execution, though, for FaZe this round. Their ability to collapse out through showers and main at the same time. Great. They followed up on the entry from babybay, even though he didn't get anything, immediately. Everything looked like the
I don't know what's happened to FaZe, man.
On this map.
Masters once they look Master 1 they look unstoppable.
From babybay in terms of utility. That's exactly.
They're like when I was doing VOD prep, they're like rolling over teams, literally. Teams didn't even want to duel versus them.
As well, a nice aftershock there to just pull them all in and take out the raise that was playing up by U-Haul. Look at the economy now. It's another full buy.
Yeah, we're back into even teams here. And
max bench? I don't know. I haven't done a 1-rep max.
I think that bodes well mostly for FaZe because, again, they do seem to be the team that's been on the back foot for a long time. Oh, this is dangerous, and babybay is better. He hits the body shot is enough to down Shanks. Operator be darned.
Now we're talking about the economy now, by the way. It was 10K for FaZe.
Yeah, I've been in the gym in a few days.
So that's something to keep an eye on, too, because even if FaZe loses here, they still have a bit of an advantage, but their advantage will continue to grow.
You clean your mice? No. I mean, I don't let them get dirty. Hey, it's awesome. Thank you for the time.
Players from Ryze playing in that back spot over.
Are you up right now?
Spike down,
165?
Zachary not too far off of him. I think Derek's going to fall off, maybe re-engage. I don't know if they want to contest this. It looks like Ryze is going to say no for now. They might go for the triple save. The operator is not retrievable as it was down well far away.
Yeah.
It's actually babybay who's camping the operator right now. I don't know if they're aware of that.
This is the right call here for Ryze. Just save the rifles, play it safe. Don't overextend. Don't take unnecessary risks in a 3 versus 5. You're not going to get that retake on those bottlenecks. It's just unlikely. Looks like babybay is actually going to drop the operator. Now he'll do that to try and keep it out of the hands of Ryze. If you pick up that operator, number 1, it makes it harder for you to entry as a jet, and number 2, if you do entry as a jet with an operator and then die, now the enemy has an operator on defense. You don't want that.
Unlucky to surrender it in garden, but you're playing that long angle all the way down to fountain. If you can get that pick, then you just fall off right away. You hope that nobody else is there to push up onto you. If there is, you can always smoke off garden and then play aggressively off of that with the jet somewhat safer inside of B site. But obviously,
Zombs doesn't even want to play, bro.
With the Phantom in hand from
He's just trying to watch,
an operator, and then a wise move from
I
Ryze to
give
save up. It's the second round in a row that FaZe has now taken. Their economy's in significantly better spot. And because of that save, it actually didn't hurt Ryze's economy as much as you would have thought. They ended the last buy period with 7K. They're at 6.2 right now. So it's going to make a difference, don't get me wrong, but they're not in complete and total free fall because of it. Ultimately, the right move, even if it did cost them the round.
We're seeing a much more passive Ryze now. They're trying to play smart off this, but the collapse out through FaZe, and oh, look at this, the Hunter's Fury.
180s for real.
And it's actually Ryze on top. Corey the only one to get to an entry, and he's
doing karate streams? Yeah. I want to play something else other than just strength, man.
Zachary and Raucous now. Zachary does have site control. But what does that really amount to?
But Intestine still in Austin? No, they left today.
The retake will come from Ryze in due course, and Raucous has to be focused.
Yeah, we can go back to normal chat. H1Z1 back.
Zachary's position given away in the midst of the site by that boom bot going up on him. A shock dart goes out. FaZe.
Sentinels Minecraft.
They hear the showstopper emerge, and Neptune pulls trigger a little bit too fast. They hit the teleporter.
Warzone.
Very quick to A that Zach and Raucous will go. How quickly can the rotate come in from Ryze? Seemingly very quickly. One going over to vents, the other up to heaven. It's the Astra to try and suck them off of that. And now it's going to be a stun on Zachary.
Ever been to Canada? Yeah, I have family in Canada. I've been a lot of times and for tournaments and stuff.
Shock dart goes out.
Not moving to Texas. Trying to convince him to move to Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to hold this one in, can't do it.
Then I don't know where I should move either. Actually, like, I feel like it's smart for me to stay in Texas, but I feel like I'd have more fun living in LA.
Has become a close match. Finally, Ryze will take a round.
PUBG FaZe? Yeah, I used to play a lot of PUBG as well.
Well,
LA Lucky sucks.
On B ended up being
It changes you. Why is everyone saying that it changes you? What do you mean it changes you? I mean, I spend most of my time inside anyways.
Multiple crossfires. The disruption that you expect to see from your Astra
like a burnout in LA?
enough. And because the breach was unable to get anything done, because there's nobody to breach onto, it ended up being really, really problematic for FaZe on the entry in B. Following that, you lose your man advantage, and, well, Rise does a little bit. Neptune mess up his showstopper on the retake into B. They don't necessarily need to do that. There was no plant going down. There was no post
Nick
plant,
T,
so
97. Thank you for the 2
but
months.
hey, they do it, and Rise still managed to make the rotate over to A happen in that post plant. So, yeah, it's good awareness from Rise, even if they're maybe jumping the gun a little bit.
Derek's Owl doesn't go far enough to catch Raucus, who's playing behind the crates, so he doesn't get that information that he wants. Raucus will now head over from Fountain towards Garden.
Or move back to Irvine. Nah, Irvine's all expensive.
Poised immediately moves, but the gate is there. Can't be spotted. 10 HP. Baby
In Brampton? No. They're from Toronto.
Derek as well.
Papa Jeeves, thank you for the
strong
time.
on this entry. A significantly better showing from FaZe thus far. Spike goes
He's
down
never moved out of LA.
objective in their favor. They've got control of the site. So the retake from Rise is going to come in from elbow. Baby Bay's good enough for that shot. He's looking for more. He's feeling
I lived in Irvine for a year, but I'm from Maryland. I grew up in Montgomery County.
Instead, regardless, it's the babies.
I just have friends in LA.
FaZe are very much in this one, Michael.
Very well played there for FaZe. One thing to note is that they didn't really give too much of a prompt to Rise of the execution prior to it happening. That's
the Hanjay, thanks for the 5 months. Yeah, I'm from Montgomery County.
Side, still over by A.
I lived in I didn't pay for my living in Irvine, guys. I lived in a team house in Irvine for a year.
It's the fact that FaZe were so patient before they went for the explosive take, and they confidently did so as a unit.
You have a Maryland accent, really? I speak like there's a Maryland accent. Fantastic! Thanks for the 7 months tier 3.
None of the typical prelude to the actual execution. You just let yourself get.
Yeah, low key, I kind of just want to play Valorant.
Your best.
Thank you for the 300 bits, Phoenix.
Inside a shower, Zach
thanks
sits
for the
over
2
top
months.
of one of those Astra stars. Not finding any of his targets just yet. He needs to look up and to the right. That's Supamen sitting in that position. Neptune very vulnerable, but hey, Supamen finds 2. Neptune one of his own. Immediately with the snap of a finger, it's 3 kills, but Baby J has something to say about that one. Neptune swings a little bit too recklessly, and FaZe capitalize off of that. Another kill or 2 like that, and it's a very winnable round for FaZe. Baby J, though, is only on 13 HP, so this could be tough. The plant, we're at least starting the plant. Raucus down, and there's Shanks to finish it off. If it weren't for the solo,
does Melly just talk about you guys extend your A's? Really?
Rise picks up yet another round. They're up 6-4 as we're almost done this first half.
Yeah, the Hunter's Fury, you could argue that wasn't necessary, but
thank you for the tier 1.
Sorry, and on top of that, Rise have plenty of utility, plenty of ultimates built up at this point. Yeah, why not spend one to secure a round to be absolutely certain? You've got your Seekers, you've got your Cosmic Divide. There's so many options for you right now if you are Rise.
I just play.
So, looking at the lineups here, and looking at the economy, Baby Bay is going to pull out the knives. He's just trying to save as much money as he can since his team currently finds itself on the back foot.
That's a smart thing to do. You can't afford a gun, you can't afford an operator. Oh, but Baby Bay makes it work. Down goes Supamen. He picked off Corey earlier on. Another for Baby Bay. Raucus picks up one of his own. The Seeker will
Irvine Sector Center? Yeah, I remember that.
Before the damage has been done, Derek and Poised, the last 2 alive. Knives still out, can't touch Poised at all. Swings into U-Haul, loses it to Raucus. Derek in a 1v3. Spike is down. Derek can make this work, but all 3 targets are far apart. He spots the head, can't hit the shot. It's like threading a needle. It's a tough one to do. Expects there to one be over. U-Haul doesn't know that.
I'm in Austin now, though. It's not terrible. I just don't know a lot of people.
It's creeping up, and it's Zachary to finish him off and seal the deal. 5-6. Rise still in the lead, but FaZe keeping this one close.
Yeah, it's great
Irvine
to see
too
that,
expensive, though.
And it reignites the hopes for a possible map 3. It's strange because we're seeing such great executions from FaZe, and yet they still somehow manage to find themselves down by 1 round. It feels almost like they've captured the momentum, but not quite. In terms of economy, though, we do see 1 Spectre and several half-buys.
Well, high school from Mocha, Watkins Mill.
It's not going to be ideal going into this round. And that might be why they're looking to make an aggressive play through A-Main.
just like that, they're trying to push in. babybay, or babybay rather, finds the very first kill. Rolling Thunder knocks Shanks back, and babybay, the other baby, can capitalize off of that. Showstopper pulled out. Corey connects.
Wow.
These ultimates are doing so much work, and like that, every member of Rise is falling. Neptune looks the wrong way. It's Derek in a 1v5. How quickly the tides turn in this matchup, leaving FaZe only one round
live stream
away
fails
from
people.
tying
Live
us
streamers
up
live in
after the
Austin.
first half.
I don't think you guys understand
No. You wanna
how
say it,
that
Michael?
works, man.
I was gonna say, yes, the turntables.
Like, guys, just
At that point, the round was over. It's a flawless as well with the spike planted. Beautiful stuff there for FaZe. The first half.
like, I don't know any of them. Like, I'm not just like, yo, want to collab?
Absolutely.
Like,
Rise looked like they were in
I live alone
command.
right now.
It took a couple rounds for FaZe to find their footing, and after that, everything started rolling in their favor. The two teams were neck and neck, which sets
I
us
lived
up for the
in
next
North
half.
Dallas for like
Rise
3
are so
years before
proficient
that.
on attack. How are they going to do this time around?
You live near
with
Zombs?
the
Yeah,
side
I'm
swap
neighbors.
coming in?
Frisco's nice. Should I come back to
I'm just
Frisco?
as eager to find out as you are. So let's toss to a break, and then we'll come back with.
Hold on. In a game. Yeah, she's in a comp. I'll play after.
Really good angle. Recon bolt coming through. He's going to have to deal with a lot of potential angles, and this is starting to come back for LG. Dazzle finds 3 in a row. Jammy's the
SF?
last
Yeah, I'm not
player
going to
standing now.
NorCal, bro.
Offhand. Do I save it? Do I fight for the site?
Bill's on fire. Thanks for moving on.
Absolutely not. Jammies, go for this 1v2.
He
Come on
drops it.
Yeah. Picks up a phantom real quick. Mollies are already coming out. That's a little early, and he already decides he wants to.
Strong in
stay.
NorCal is so expensive, dude.
Disappointed as a viewer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, the chat starts molding. Oh man.
Axel
really well done, though, from
Cartagena, thank you
Dazzle.
for the 2 months.
Just very, very scrappy way to enter into
Another
the
podcast
fight
at Hex.
after
Yeah, I'm down
already
to go on
so many
eavesdrop
numbers have
again.
Fallen.
Mhm.
He was in an awkward
Maybe
position.
I will.
A little bit
I
of
gotta
an
come
off
up to
angle,
Dallas
which
again.
Feels like a one and done, but he managed to get more than just the one.
Yeah. The nice thing there was actually I loved what KCP did.
Chicken phone every 2 seconds. Dude, I'm ordering food, man.
And then he
Chill,
plays in the backside with a
chill.
little cubby here, and he has Tig directly above him. Obviously, this was a little scary, but you see, oh, it's Physic right above him. But Dazzle's dart actually forces Scourge to play back into that cubby rather than peeking with him. So it's no longer the stack that they wanted. So successfully breaking that setup was key for LG to take that. It goes all the way.
I don't know what I'm ordering yet.
Ooh, what's the Marshall? Not the op.
Elward, thanks for
Smart,
3
but
months up in
not the
advance.
frag. And we'll take out Odorous, who's waiting patiently for clippable Reddit moment, as they would have funneled past him. Shock darts will find a proto, but the only thing that KCP really has here is the op to deal with, or rather to work with. Which again, I don't think they really want to let that go either.
You tell you, I'm gonna eat greasy pizza on my PC. Like,
Oh, damn.
Sammy's on the jet, dude. Shiny, thank you for the prime.
Wardell and save twice in a row.
This is halftime. We'll go back to it after.
Little
I'm
damage
more
too,
invested in the
but
phase
most
game then.
importantly, they've confirmed where he's at, so you actually have a proto down underneath kitchen who can cut off that space, and he has to be so patient.
No.
And eventually he
How many
bites.
times did he jiggle that? Like 5. How many times did he jiggle that? Jammies was... I'd be molding. Like,
You
okay,
already know.
6th time has to peak. Nope.
Nick,
couple
thanks for
more,
the 2
couple
months.
More jiggles.
From Brazil,
You
yo.
already know NSG social media right now. They make a compilation. How many times did you jiggle? 1, 2, 3, and then some funny music on top of it. I got you, puns. So that, I mean, they buy a Marshall and that, basically buying what they can. They don't save the op though, and look at how that hurts. They don't have it this round. Jammies is on
Fully order?
fives,
I always get a bowl. Brown rice, black beans, chicken,
That's so significant.
sour
It's
cream,
just
cheese,
9.
lettuce.
Couple of
What else? The hot
Bullets hurt way
salsa.
more, we know that. Ooh. Couple of taps for Scourge will find Dazzle. Information and the Hunter's Fury now gone. Yammy's waiting on
Well,
top
Sandy
of
Lee,
screen.
thank you for the
There's
2
a
months.
player close right. It's your boy.
Like an out
Dre.
starting?
He's already on.
Really expensive, yeah.
FaZe has struggled with these pistol rounds, Parker, and see if they're able to get this first one. They now are on defense, which is where Rise managed to get their pistol round in the last half.
His game looks more interesting than this. Yeah, she said she should play Spike Rusher comp. I was like, I don't know how long Spike Rushers are, so do a comp. Now she got in the game, so I'll wait for that one, and then I'll play.
Set up already in mid for the rotation. Wherever the commit is for Rise, they know what they're doing here.
KCP's a newer team, yeah.
So, Rise on attack was so formidable on the previous map. We'll see if they're able to make that same amount of noise. Split and bomb.
When is this going to Berlin? No.
Not exactly good enough to base it off of.
There's another qualifier after this.
Working out well. It is at least for Poised too. Because of him, Rise now have a sizable advantage of 5v3. Poised.
If I want to move to LA rather than Texas.
Shank seeing 2 of them in a quick stun. As he gets intel and the spike goes down.
I have to ask him.
He will walk away over to Showers, and with it, Poised now being healed up by that regrowth from Sage. Back to full HP. That's teamwork, isn't it? Corey lobs some paint shells in, and we'll try to follow up
What up,
on U-Haul with them at just 20.
Best teams prefer to defend first.
A
lot of maps feel more defense sided, so you want to get a good first half going into the game, like just starting off the game. How many qualifiers? I don't know.
Very first pistol round of their attack goes to Rise.
Poised able to get another kill thanks to that healing.
Live in Sen apartments right now.
Highlight Poised's contribution to the outcome of that round because he did take 2 separate 1v1s.
Yeah, I mean the other play would be like stay in Austin.
Just that, 2 1v1s going Poised's way in Showers. Nobody else on Rise in a refrag position. No one was going to trade him. It was either he won those fights or shower pressure is completely alleviated for FaZe. If FaZe
makes $3 million a year, huh? I wish.
Win in Showers, even if it just meant a trade,
bro, what?
all the difference when it comes to the rest of the A side take.
No, they walk right into Supamen's waiting arms with the Spectre. 3 bodies will hit the.
All I need to get these subs.
Or Corey and Baby J. At this point,
oh wait, FaZe gets 2 and they would play
next round.
Are you shifting? I don't know. I don't know where I want to live. I just don't know where I want to live.
And wait, maybe call a tactical timeout. It seems like that might be the case. I don't know. They're both working linked arms over in B.
They're
trying
going
to
to
confront
Poised.
Heaven. Poised is here. You're absolutely correct.
He's getting in a great position to lock this one out. I would take the time to consider my options, but there's one for Poised.
There are no taxes. There are taxes everywhere, man. You still have to pay federal taxes, guys.
He's been put
just get baby, come on.
This round is all but over at this point. Corey may be able to do something, but it's unlikely. Nice dink, and there goes Super.
Live in Monaco.
Beautiful job there with Classic, and one is better than nothing, Parker.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
What up, 6-God?
Superman just lighting them up as it's just like an exploding clown.
Sun House? I don't know.
How many of them?
I like my privacy though.
And Superman is there to greet them all. He's having a great game. Top fragging on his team right now, 13-8. He was the quietest performer back in map number 1, but yep, for Rise, obviously not much of an issue. If you've got Poised showing up in Neptune in map number 1 and then Superman doing the same thing in map number 2, you don't need to rely on just one person to carry the team. First 2 rounds of this half in the books for Rise, that gives them an advantage, but back on even footing as it's a full buy.
Sentinel space for the right.
Obviously, for ultimates, it greatly benefits Rise. They've got the Cosmic Divide from Astra, and then Poised right now as well, sitting very close to having his ultimate as well.
Gotta say, the performance we've seen so far from Rise across these 2 maps suggests to me that they are just vastly better on attack. And I think that was
why do you want to move?
Last couple rounds. But now that they're
my lease is ending
with some actual guns and there's specters in the hands of Rise, things might start changing. 4 specters, in fact. That's it's obviously not ideal.
Well, they did this again.
I think Tyson wants to go to Cali.
Thrifty in the first half. It didn't work out for them. They lost that round. What ended up being a relatively pivotal one for FaZe as they walked in and they got.
Did I try living in the city of Austin, like closer to downtown or like in the city?
Swap up weapons, I don't know, but they're definitely fighting for it. FaZe with the advantage. The Cosmic Divide is out. Derek finds the first kill for Rise. Spike goes down 2. Zachary waiting for this to fade so that he can go over towards U-Haul. Finds himself in another dimension. Confused as to where he is. Teams will trade out kills. Poised will now head through Showers. Shanks in the midst of the site. Gunned down by Raucus. As FaZe have control of the back of A. Whereas it's Rise on the front. Spike continuing, meanwhile, to tick away, and it's Supamen to try and hold it, but he can't do it. They'll get on that.
God damn, FaZe. They're still running the breach, dude. That's so crazy to me. I think they're the only NA team that I see in these challengers running breach.
Showstopper.
Big win there for FaZe, of course, going to be shifting some of that momentum in terms of the economy. A number of little mistakes being made there.
Baby and Baby J related? No. Just coincidence.
Post plant, even man count, not sure.
Baby on baby.
Really need to be pushing out a U-Haul, or if you could just maybe possibly wait it out, especially with the Nebula being in your way.
Yeah, let's see. I would do that. Go to like Cali a little bit and see how I like it, but it's such a big commitment to move. Like,
duh. But it was, yeah, I don't know. It was a round that I think Rise could have easily won. Obviously, the Spectres did do that a little bit, though, and here
not that breach is bad. It's just
in a position where they can
probably better agents.
Up some guns. And even babybay actually now, and Zachary, they cannot get.
Super awesome. Thanks for the 5 months.
Spectre, so it's a little bit.
God, hell is stressful moving anywhere, man.
Interestingly enough, so it's definitely.
I liking Austin. It's okay.
I don't know what that means.
I
just don't know anyone.
It's technically the first kill. So
Alice was kind of more fun.
No advantage from it whatsoever. Bork just like it's broken.
Oh, okay. I can think of another actor.
Outside the country? Nah.
So. Oh, nice shot from Corey onto the head of Derek.
Move again if franchising happen? Yeah. I mean, if that happened, then that's fine.
Wow. Shells for
no, Kyle.
He just pushes on up. Vandal in hand for him. He'll look over towards market to see who's next in line, and also coming from spawn, it's Poised, but Poised with a nice shot on that one. That's the spike as well, able to be retrieved by Super.
You like for suburbs? I've never lived in the city.
Shock Hero goes past him. No damage done to him.
Always live in the suburbs, but I like driving.
From where?
Yeah, Poke after a game. I'm down. Yeah, I'm kind of bored of watching these games.
I don't know if he's gonna pull it out in this round. It's still the disadvantage here for Rise. They might want to save it for later. The wrap over towards elbow, and oh, that works out. Down goes babybay. Now it's a 2 versus 2, but akis is in a great position. He'll lose to Supamen. Incredible play for the man. It's just Zachary now, and he's all the way in defender spawn. He was the sole A player. Now he's got to rotate back in the post plant.
Yeah, I'll switch my ult.
This is going to be a tricky retake.
An inhuman effort.
I try to go to gym like 5-6 times a week, but I haven't been in like 3 days because we're filming content and stuff all day.
He might give himself some cover with these nebulas, doing just that. One went over towards elbow, the other
making me hate driving. Yeah, traffic too. Ooh.
As he sees the cage right now over by Garden. By continuing to tick away, he's gonna get flashed, disoriented. They fire because they hear it. They knew exactly what they were doing.
No way, FaZe, no way.
Working together so effectively cannot help FaZe's economy whatsoever. And with Rise taking the round, they're up 9-7.
Wow, what great play there from Supamen. He is really
check the story
together right now and pushing them further and further into this lead.
Tennessee.
2 isolated 1v1s again.
Yeah.
Last time it was Poised who managed that in showers. This time. It's, you know, the thing is partially,
I don't know. I don't know anyone there
Superman,
too,
right?
dude. The only reason I'm considering LA is because I know people like in the industry and stuff.
To allow 2 players to be isolated into separate 1v1s when they hold a crossfire. They're in a position to work together, and they just don't. Unfortunate.
I think I'll probably stay in Texas.
No. Go underway with round 17. Supamen sitting inside a market. Patience. Rise are so far back on this one as they creep up towards Garden.
Houston, man. Is that where you are now? Houston? It's so humid, dude, when I went.
B take is in the works, by the way. Poised might be able to catch.
Yeah, it's Houston B Genji.
Just like that, babybay is punished for it. Poised is just a.
They're moving away from Texas, really?
The wrong way, narrowly missing out. Nice shot from Baby J, but he's going to be one of only 2 members of FaZe that can still hope to keep this round in his team's favor. Surge into the B site now for Rise. They have the control that they want. A pop flash goes up into hookah from Shanks as the spike gets planted by Derek, fully completed. And they'll back away. Supermen watching the teleporter. There's the Sova trying for a dart, but no. And then immediately, Superman takes up space inside of that teleporter. Long range.
Yeah, and thanks for 2 months.
Baby J play, and indeed, it looks like
Emoji. Thank you for the prime.
So far on attack, Rise have just.
You got the eyes here, man.
Indeed, Parker, this has been a really one-sided half so far.
Dude, the Spain be chilling? Hell yeah.
And this was the same thing in map number 1. The only difference is that in map number 1, Rise started on attack. So you got to see more of it. And that first half from FaZe, when they got to do their attack setups, gave, I think, them and their fans a lot of hope. And there's definitely space for
Yeah, LA ping is still gonna be bad, huh?
That last round was a pistol round. So they can buy up, they can start going for an actual win here. But Rise are playing so well together, FaZe has to directly confront that by, setting themselves up for more refrags and more team play. This aggressive play by Fountain might be just that.
Dantic, thank you for Prime.
Well, some damage done to Derek.
Maryland ping sucks too.
Looks to loop around off of this one near the spawn, but unfortunately the barrel of the gun spotted a Neptune able to take down Baby J. We've seen a couple times where FaZe have been a little bit too aggressive while they're playing defense as if they were doing the opposite. In goes the boom bot, but it might not spot Corey. So he'll now look to swing out from the hookah door, looking over.
Yes, guys. Obviously, in the areas you live, you're gonna play on the local servers. Your ping is gonna be different from the ping that I'll get playing on match servers.
Towards the middle of the map.
I live in Maryland. I met you by accident one time. Really? No, I'm in Austin.
For FaZe, and only Baby J committed fully. So when
Score game.
Fight, there's no re.
Divide goes in and Raucus will fire from behind it. Zach is watching the other angle. Raucus gets the kill on the Derek with that shock dart firing through this cosmic divide. But oh, it's an absolute calamity, a cluster if I've ever seen it. Leaving
Austin,
Superman
Texas,
and Shanks in a 2v4. Spike is down. Now Superman will need to work
Zachary.
some magic. It's all in Shanks. Superman falls to Zachary, who's having a heck of a round. Not just good utility usage, but also great gunplay too. Shanks needs to hurry. He's on it. No! He gets one kill, baby.
What have in my night market? Nothing good.
Halfway point, and the spike is theirs. FaZe take the round and keep Rise edging closer to series point.
That cosmic divide, as we so often see, actually backfires for Rise. It's not uncommon for that to happen. In fact, through these series that we've watched today, I think usually the cosmic divide actually favors the team that it was used against, strangely. Great use of it there for Zachary.
Yeah, if Astral never expired, that shit would be so annoying.
Completely undaunted. So FaZe, they are still alive. They are still kicking here. 2 rounds behind just. And while they did win that round, they still have to deal.
You want the shop? Yeah, I've been waiting for the iron share for months, man.
The one advantage FaZe has squarely is take a look at those ultimates. Not gonna be able to, you're not gonna be able to argue with the results that all those ultimates could leverage.
Yeah, the problem is you don't want to dump them all at once, and it's something that we
Pancho and Grasada, thank you for the prime.
Overcommit and use 2-3 ultimates just to secure a single round and end up costing themselves. Whereas 1 or 2 could be more than
got a
enough.
game, breach ult, jet ult, Astra ult,
3
Silva
ultimates
ult.
to win in what is ultimately a losing effort or a matchup that you are letting slip away might not be the worst.
On my alt account, I'll just make it my new main account. No, I'm kidding.
We'll see exactly what they want to do with it.
And they could also, in future rounds, if needed, they do have knives on Baby Bay, so you expect that one to be saved. Might be able to keep.
I got the iron up from the collection. I should have bought the share back then. I don't know why I didn't.
Cover around if your economy is suffering. So the knives are going to be good there. Now, starting off early here, get this Nebula just outside of Showers. That one's still certainly from Zachary, and it's going to be the dog coming into Showers, trying to gather the
No, watch the other way because this one's
all
brewing.
they know is that Showers is clear, and there's someone on the other side.
There'll be a trailblazer effort, and with that ulti orb picked up,
Got
all
in
they
Tarek.
do is
They're queuing together.
single cage from Poised, and with that, Shanks gets the Seekers active. It's the only ultimate.
Nah, I never tried the
kill
public
from
beta.
Derek, and Poised will allow them
Right,
to
good. Thanks
have
for the
their
hype.
ultimates
Glad
up
get that.
as well.
Yeah, I'll queue with her after her game.
Or the
I gotta
Hunter's
switch to
Wrath.
my other account.
So
Thank you, Redgren. What the
That's it.
fuck?
nobody's moving a muscle just yet.
Go to meal.
Hunter's Fury. I always want to call
Sushi?
it Hunter's Wrath for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, you know what? I've wanted
I've
to
done
call it
that
Hunter
so
Wrath.
often.
I don't think I've done that, but I've like wanted to say it. I
Yeah,
don't
this
know
game's pretty
why.
boring.
It's-
I'm not gonna lie.
they both make
I'm not
sense.
into it either.
Yeah, I've also
I don't know why.
Contact.
And there go out the Seekers. There goes the bang as well. The flashbang dropped out. Rockets tries to answer back. A kill on the Poised. Phases guns.
Mine is also-
Superman 1, Shanks another. U-Haul pushing on up. Shanks is better for 2 kills.
Guess I'm slowly becoming NA's best team again.
Another
Oh,
phase, and hopefully with some more
that's the thing
bullets.
about
Out go the Tremors in front
the
of
format I was
Zachary
talking
Hawk.
about.
Spike carrier
We watch challengers
showdown.
too,
Need to
while
be
all the best teams already
trained.
qualified,
BJ in a
and they just
1v2.
forget about the other
Rise
teams.
have very little time to
Start
work.
overrating.
BJ swings out to stop it. Derek shuts him down. Rise with their 11th round.
What an absolute mess of a round, Parker. And you're talking about that investment earlier. That's exactly what we saw there. FaZe dumped a lot into that one. And yeah, they didn't get it.
Because it's almost 500 subs.
Um,
Shit. Good for him.
Though. Heavy investment for both.
Well, Sandy Lee, thanks for the 5 gifted.
Early on, and yeah, look at that. Parker, they only have the knives now, and they're gonna do exactly what I said they would do. I mean, this is predictable.
Switch from content to competing for Sen. Yeah, you think I should play for the pro team?
They will bite the bullet and bring out the knives instead. And you know that's not too terrible. This is still technically a force buy, I'd say.
How do I look like Shroud? That makes no sense. Nobody's ever said this in my career, and now a few people have said this.
Precipice of match point. I would not want to be in FaZe's position right now.
Another one eye and a nice flash over by Fountain will force a couple members of Rise to fall back.
What's the hair?
So Volt going out. Baby J takes down Poised. That's the other pick that they needed. There's another gun on the ground if they want to give it to Baby J. Nice shot from Baby J. A follow-up more in the future for him. Baby Bay and Baby J. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, let me know when her game is over, and then I'll ask.
Flawless round for FaZe. They needed that, and indeed, you're correct. A 4K from Baby J.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I think you said it well, Parker.
Baby on baby.
They really needed that, and they got it. Why
The Vandal is so satisfying to get kills with, even though the Phantom's better.
I get it. He's probably trying to lurk for an on and off angle or something, you know, trying to catch somebody off guard. But come on, it's 2K entrance. You're not gonna get anyone surprised that you're there. Usually you'd see somebody else in a position to refrag there for Poise, but not so. And no, we've seen that for Poise before. Again, reminder that 2 isolated 1v1s that he won in showers that ended up winning Rise the round. You know, crazier things have happened. It just doesn't fall in Rise's way. And this time, after they lose a round, Rise's economy is pretty shattered.
Yeah, they're in a rough spot right now, and 1 or 2 rounds would put us on an even matchup and make overtime.
Every process Phantoms that never used in tourneys? They do.
Back and forth.
You just remember the Vandal kills because they're more flashier.
But just in the first round, it took FaZe a couple rounds to find their footing. Now they're on a good spot. They're in a position to be able to capitalize off of this round in particular. It is a must-win
There's literally
for FaZe, especially when you
2
look at the
Vandals
that are brought by Rise, as you touched upon.
Well, they'll almost certainly be able to lock this one out. You do have Sky of Shanks in showers as the A main push comes out. Rise Neptune is going to use his showstopper, but he's not finding anyone. As FaZe starts cleaning up his team, that's about as poor as that could have gone for Rise. And it's just Supamen, Neptune, and Poised now. And they don't even have full utility. Now just Poised. That's rough and a flawless for FaZe. Heavy investment for Rise.
This Xbox game way more chaotic.
Really well done by FaZe yet again.
Wait, this game is close, bro.
Absolutely indomitable round from FaZe, and Rise have let 2 rounds now slip in a row into what's been a relatively.
You still watching these games?
All things considered, there's your
Yes,
score sheet
sir.
in
Coach, when you watching?
just to note how
FaZe
close
vs. Rise.
Yeah,
I'm
me
watching
too.
fucking Kansas City, whatever.
What the hell?
to Rise, but
The
not
fuck?
by too much. In terms of economy, well, you don't need to look too far. If Rise lose this round, they're going to be flat out broke. They are in rough shape. Meanwhile, FaZe is flush with cash. So they can lose here and they'll still be okay. I mean, they won't be okay because they'll be on match point against them, series point against them, but they'll be okay from a financial perspective. And FaZe knows this. They've doubled up. No, but nobody can slow down Neptune. Got in hand, he's good enough for 2 kills. He
Oh no, 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 no,
There's
no,
the taking,
no.
and they can get that spike down very quickly, and that's exactly what Supamen is going to do. Spike down in the middle of the site, 30 seconds into the round, and they're going to fall off, leaving the last 3 members of FaZe to try and retake as best as they can. None of them were close. 2 will go up top to heaven, 1 will head through the vents. Anything to stop them? Not right now. You don't need to necessarily challenge this angle. Corey's got the showstopper out. He'll fire on over towards the back of U-Haul. It doesn't get the kill that he wants. Neptune sees the breach. Down Baby J goes. It was a flawless round.
Oh my god!
Looks like the same for Neptune and the rest of Rise. Ace as it's knocked down by Neptune. Series point for Rise.
Huge round from Neptune, obviously. What an
Holy
ace.
fuck, dude. No way, no way, no way.
By U-Haul, and let's see them once
You're
again.
Austin 1 to 10? I don't know. I don't think I have experience enough to rate it.
So dangerous, but it works out.
Dude, he just
for him.
ran through. He went for the highlight.
Two defenders rather with their pants down. 12 to 10 now. Rise find themselves 1 away from taking a 2-0 series over FaZe, but they are not.
His
there
flight text
yet.
just to visit you guys.
Still
Yeah, to film
FaZe.
content.
This is not over.
No, not quite. I mean, talk about a nail biter if you're a FaZe Clan fan. Baby Bay, you can't miss this. Poised engages with you. You gotta win that gun.
That was quick.
You just that. That's the opening you need. That's the opening your team needs.
Oh.
Gets pinged by the
Tag.
drone. Out goes a shock arrow. Try to do some damage. Nice follow up. Down he goes. babybay. 2 for show. Neptune's guns him down. Trading right back.
Or he's on a huge flank.
They've got this series on the line. Nice shot by Corey. Sneaking.
Dude, nothing beats the Vandal, man. Getting a headshot with the Vandal is so satisfying. Obviously, the Phantom is still better. The Phantom is still better. It's so satisfying.
Get away with the series either. FaZe take the round, and we're 1 away from overtime.
Corey was such an assertive flank there. Didn't wait, didn't hesitate.
It was freezing in my apartment right now. What's happening?
For Rise, there was not enough flank watch, not enough presence to make sure that they aren't going to have somebody coming from behind. Beautiful stuff there for FaZe. Obviously, you got to hand it to babybay with those 2 early picks.
What's in the water? Thanks for stepping through August.
You could have gotten 3, but you're trading you.
Isn't it just preference? Nah, the Phantom is definitely a better gun.
The most important thing. At no point did FaZe let Rise gain such momentum that it was unrecoverable. This is brazen.
Nah, if this game goes a million OTs like the other one, I will lose my mind.
As Rise is primarily focused on the B side, this aggressive play with the operator from babybay, it might actually hint at that B pressure and might call for the rotate, but no, 2 players by shower still.
Very slow. They'll creep up. Garden is there. There goes the boom bot.
That should have 2 dashes, huh?
Pulse must come out soon.
Absolutely. And there you go. Neptune pulls out the showstopper. This is where the rubber needs to hit the road. Everybody is still alive. Location is revealed. It screams to you, but you can't capitalize off of that information. No, not whatsoever. Spike going down, and in the midst of the nebula, there's Shanks firing away as best he can. Neptune holding elbow. Who's first to be able to contest him? Who's going to dare to try to stop them? Clock running out. Time running out for FaZe.
Why is the Phantom better? Spray is just more forgiving. Multi-frag and stuff.
Derek drops. Corey picks up 2 big kills. 2 HP in a dream. babybay shut down. Corey a 3rd kill. He needs to be the hero here. Supamen him, flanking around a flick of the wrist, and Supamen picks up his 3rd kill.
No.
He's got 2. And he gets shut down by poised. So for FaZe clan.
What the fuck?